I take my health and fitness very seriously because I know there's a direct impact to everything else that I do. The energy and vitality that I show throughout the day is needed, especially as a father of two, as a husband, as a business owner of multiple businesses. It's something that I need to be aware of. If I'm not feeling good, if I'm not feeling that energy, none of that is going to come into what I want, the end result, right? Which is to live in all aspects of my life truly on fire. If I could prevent something today, then I'm truly in integrity with the things that I'm doing, right? If I say that my family is important, if I say that my business and my health is important, then why wouldn't I invest to find out if it's truly at the level that I think it's at? I always felt that I was in line with living a long, healthy lifestyle, but there was always that little piece of me that was never 100% sure. You know, when I first brought this program, up to Carla, my wife, and because I was a little hesitant, and she looked at me almost like, are you serious? Like, why wouldn't you make that investment in yourself? And I started thinking about that. When it comes to the things that are not investments, like cars, right? And trips and wheels for those vehicles, I don't hesitate. But when it came to my own health, all of a sudden, I was reserved about the whole process. And it wasn't in alignment with what I truly believe, because if I'm really telling my family that I'm here for the long haul, if I'm really telling the people that rely on our leadership here that I'm in it for the long haul, why wouldn't I find out where I'm at this moment? And I'll be honest, I was a little nervous the night before. I think a lot of us are. Do we really want to know what's going on with us, right? And for me, it was like, well, if it's not broken, why fix it type thing. And I didn't want to get to the point like cancer patients where they're there and they could have remedied the situation or caught it early on. And oftentimes, by the time the individuals got to the cancer center, in many occasions, it was too late. Your investment in BLINDSPOT Medical goes far beyond what you think you know about this program. Here I did my research and I thought, well, it's only a couple of MRI scans, CT scans, but it really goes beyond that. The full blood work that we go through and the full analysis of those MRIs, I've never experienced anything like that. I've had one MRI before and it was a 2-minute conversation with my doctor. With Dr. Boyd, you will be 100% comfortable through the entire process. He'll guide you, he'll lead you, and he'll break down what is required for you to live an optimal life. Dr. Boyd is just very knowledgeable. He knows what he's doing, and I love the conversations, the in-depth conversations that we have. I sat there for a couple hours really analyzing every aspect of every organ, of every body part, of my brain, realizing that it goes far beyond just a simple 2-minute conversation. After finding the results, there's a couple things that I need to work on. There's a couple things that I need to add to my diet, and there's a couple things that I need to keep my eye on. But overall, it gave me that confirmation that I'm on the right track. And I think with anything, when you get confirmation of all the things that you think you're doing right, and then all of a sudden you see it in black and white, it just does something to you. And I felt so elated. I felt so energized that I'm just getting started. So everything I've built up to this point is just a fraction of where I'll go. What BLINDSPOT Medical did for me is what consultants do for my business. I've been in many situations where I've paid thousands of dollars for consultants to analyze my business. And even though it was only minor changes that I had to make, I would pay that over and over again because it confirmed the things that I'm doing right in my marketing, in my sales, in my systems. And that's the same thing BLINDSPOT did for me mentally about my health. Even though it was a couple shifts here and there, I would pay that money over and over again for that same feeling that I got, that feeling of confirmation. It's no longer, I think I'm healthy, I know I'm healthy. And there's some things that I need to work on, but I'm on the path to making sure they're taken care of. So again, it goes far beyond just knowing you're healthy. You gotta confirm that 100%. Listen, if you've been thinking about something like this, especially if you have family history of certain diseases, this is something that you must do. And you gotta look beyond what the cost is, but look beyond the cost if you don't. You have a family that's riding on you. You have business that's riding on you. And you have to understand that if you don't catch it now, the consequences later are dire. And it's something that you have to look at and understand that you're probably making investments like I was in things that really don't matter, materialistic things that lose value as soon as you purchase it. This is something that'll continue to pay its dividends for many, many years. So if you're in a position where you're doing all the right things, or maybe you're not, but you want to be here for the long haul, you want to make sure that your family can rely on you, this is something that you have to do, and this is something that I will highly encourage you to apply to see if this is the right fit for you. Talk to Dr. Boyd, set up your appointment, and make that investment. It's more than just the money at this point. It is really about your legacy.